Well, how are you doing? How have you been holding up during the pandemic?
I've been good. I spent a lot of time out at my cabin in the woods in Minnesota. Uh, it felt like we were just away from it all. So I was very lucky to be able to go there.
Absolutely. Well, and you've been busy too. So, I hope that you got a little rest while you're out in your cabin.
I do. Well, I work mostly when I'm out there on the tractor and, chopping wood and, all the stuff that sort of brings me back to the basics, and I love it.
Now, I mentioned that you've been really busy because obviously, you just wrapped shooting Shotgun Wedding with J.Lo and Lenny Kravitz. What was it like working with them?
It was like a dream, man. It was so much fun. I've known Jen for a long time. And so we got into lockstep very quickly. She was just such an awesome partner in this movie. Such a pro. She was totally engaged. She loved the process, and she really had a great time in the movie. And Lenny Kravitz, for being the rock star that he is, he couldn't be a nicer dude. He really couldn't. He's just an awesome time.
Did you guys ever get like any private concerts? Did he serenade you guys between scenes at all?
I tried. We all sang one of J.Lo's songs one day when she came on a set. We all had, I don't know, Jenny from the Block or something. Everybody had it queued up and they all sang for her.
You posted a picture, or maybe it was Jennifer who posted a picture after you guys wrapped. You guys looked a little banged up, like blood everywhere. Yeah, did you get in a fight?
It is the wedding from hell. But it was just such a fun ride. It's like an action-y comedy, romantic sort of mix. And so it's going to be a fun ride for sure.
Tell me more about Sheldon, the Utopian, and Jupiter's Legacy as a whole. Congratulations on the series. I know a lot of people are excited about it.
Thank you. Well, it's one of those things that was like a dream come true as an actor, to be able to play the same character in these two very different timelines. And on the one hand, you've got this young, aspirational, bright-eyed young man who loses his mind after the death of his father and goes into this crazy tailspin and has these visions and goes on this crazy adventure that ultimately brings him these powers. But then you've got this guy 90 years later who's now been dealing with these powers for forever. And there's a lot that goes with that. And I think that the psychological perspective that we take on it and what that would actually be like, and in the human relatability that we have, the family dysfunction, makes this very different than other shows of this genre.
Exactly. Well, and there's this huge transformation, like you said, between these two characters and these two sort of separate worlds. But also, aside from the character, you also have a huge transformation as far as like hair and makeup and costuming goes. How many hours a day did you spend just like dressing up as the Utopian when you were him on set?
Too damn many. I'll tell you that. We were there, I think we got it down to like an hour and a half. I've been doing this for over 20 years now, and I've never gone through that much hair and makeup. But it was worth it, because something almost biological happens to you when they age you up with the prosthetics and the aging makeup and that beard and that wig. I just looked at myself. I was like, are you Zeus or are you Santa Claus?
Well, aside from like the hair and makeup and everything, how did you prepare physically for the role? Like, what kind of training did you guys have to go through?
There was a lot. We were scheduled every day to go in and work a couple hours training, and for me, it was great because it's like, okay, so I don't even have to think about it. I just have to go. Otherwise it's like, do I go? Do I not? I don't know. There was no choice. You had to go. And so I got into really great shape for this, which was fun.
Well, has your son ever seen you in like full garb? I was going to say in full glam, but in full, hair and makeup. Oh
yeah. He came out to visit quite a bit when we were shooting it. I showed him a couple, I can't show him much of this yet, but he does like the battle scenes, and I showed him last night when we were having the premiere, and all he wanted to do afterwards was pretend he was the Utopian, and I was Black Star, the villain, and he was beating me up in the pool, and it was, and that to me is what's fun about this is kids love this stuff. Although this again is not for kids, that escapism, that wonder, the wish fulfillment of it is something I think we all can relate to.
Yeah, I agree. Well, and it would almost be an insult if your son didn't want to be your character. Like, like what if you weren't his favorite superhero? Would you?
I thought I was going to be the Utopian. He was going to be Black Star, but he's like, no, I want to be Utopian.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.